Avviyam Pesel, do not speak out of jealously.
In a quiet village, Coven and Mugilan were inseparable, bound by a shared obsession with painting. They were both talented, both ambitious, and both spent every spare hour honing their craft side by side. That bond faced its first real test during a school-wide art competition. With the theme of nature set, the stakes were clear. While both would submit their best work, the judges would only select one winner. When the results were announced, Mugilan's landscape was awarded the top prize. His victory was immediate and public, met with a wave of celebration from teachers and friends alike. Watching from the sidelines, Coven felt the weight of his own effort. He began to replay his hours of work against his friend's success, wondering why his own vision hadn't been enough to earn the same applause. This specific emotional distress is what ancient Tamil wisdom calls alukaru. It's the internal sorrow bubbling up when we witness someone else's rise. Athichoodi creates a psychological distortion. It convinces the mind that a peer's recognition somehow subtracts from our own value, as if success were a fixed quantity that has now run out. This internal tension rarely stays quiet for long. Without an outlet, the pressure of Coven's resentment began searching for a way to break through the surface. By the following morning, Coven's internal struggle had turned outward. He no longer kept his frustration to himself. He began seeking out his classmates. He started small, planting doubts about the victory. He claimed that Mugilan hadn't actually painted the landscape himself, but had simply copied a piece belonging to his older brother. This is when Athichoodi, the internal feeling, metastasizes into Avviyam Pesel. Silent envy becomes a vocal weapon, a flawed defense mechanism. By pushing down Mugilan's status, Coven creates the illusion that his own standing is restored. Coven's grandfather watched this unfold from a distance. He didn't just see a boy toffing, he saw the physical toll of the anger. The light-heartedness Coven usually brought to his painting had been replaced by a heavy, focused bitterness. While the slander threatened Mugilan's reputation, the deeper harm was occurring within Coven himself. He was becoming a prisoner to his own resentment, his mind growing as cramped and dark as his words. Recognizing the danger, the grandfather called Coven aside. He didn't offer a lecture, but a demonstration. He placed 2 candles on the table. One was already lit, its flames steady and bright. The other was cold wax, sitting in the shadows. The grandfather explained, if the unlit candle resents the light of the first, it gains nothing. It simply remains dark, isolated by its own refusal to engage with the flame. But the moment that wick touches the existing flame, the darkness is pushed back. Both candles now shine with equal intensity. Lighting a second wick doubles the room's total light, while the first candle burns at its original strength, losing nothing. Coven viewed the world as a zero-sum game, the false belief that for one person to gain, another must lose. In reality, artistic growth is positive-sum. Observing a peer's success provides the very spark needed to expand the entire community's potential, provided one is willing to learn from the light. Harboring jealousy only ensures you stay in the dark. Celebrating the victories of others is the literal mechanism that ignites your own growth. The logic hit Coven with sudden clarity. He realized his words hadn't made him a better artist. They had only made him a worse person. Setting his pride aside, he went back to Mugilan. He didn't offer excuses. He offered a sincere, unreserved apology for the rumors he had spread. For the first time since the competition ended, Coven looked at the winning painting with genuine appreciation, acknowledging the skill that earned the prize. This is the core of Avvaiyar's timeless maxim, Avviyam Pesel, do not speak out of jealousy. By refusing to slander those who succeed, we protect our own minds from the rod of bitterness. We train ourselves to see excellence as an inspiration rather than a threat. When we applaud the growth of others, we don't lose our place in the sun. We simply add our own light to the room.
Praise to the holy feet of Avvaiyar.